Ever since I joined Roblox, I have made many Roblox games. Some of which being pretty good, some of which being terrible! And I'm going to be going through which ones are good, and which ones are bad, and which ones are just useless in every single way. When joining the game, you can clearly see that the icon is a frog for some reason. And upon joining, you are falling from the sky. And then it's just the Roblox building place with no changes whatsoever. And to prove that, I'm gonna climb all the way to the top. And what do you know? Nothing! Alright, let's see what this game is, and oh my god! So yeah, there's like these people sitting on chairs in hell. And then it's this guy who's saying, no, don't ban me. Well, I think that was my old avatar with a Blox head. And for some reason, there's a flamingo that's trapped in something. And then I decided to shoot everybody because entertainment, duh! Then there's Yoshi, and he's saying thank you because he's poor. Then there's these people that's trying to get Robux, which I think one of them is actually like Théostar. Like, not me, not Théostar 33, but like Théostar. You know what I mean? And then you can buy this shirt, which makes no sense. And if you walk to the very, very end, there is Roblox with a Roblox kid saying, hi bud. And also if you look into the distance, there's a big yeet on the Robux pile for some reason. God, this game sucks. Upon joining, you are in a house and ooh, I have admin. And there's this person that says, hold shift to sprint. Which you do so and it surprisingly works. I did not expect that to work after 4 years of not being updated. Anyway, I went on the run. And then I went off track because it was taking too long and my fingers were aching. And yeah, I'm back at the house and that's pretty much it. Okay, so this game is incredibly laggy, but by joining, you can instantly tell that everything is a friggin' free model. The arena you're in, the guest, because no way I could go down, and even the weapons. Also, it turns out the guest was immortal, so this is kind of an unfair fight. Anyway, I gave up and then killed myself, so voila. Let's take a break from the scary stuff for now, as we enter old Roblox True. I mean, you can tell that it's clearly all free models because I couldn't make something like this. But at least it does look like old Roblox, so it does its job. Is that the top of the tower? Yeah, there's nothing at all. Upon joining, you're just in the regular treehouse that they use for escape the kill of a thing games. And when jumping down, you realize that they don't even do a single thing. They don't even attack you. What's the point of this then? So basically, it's just the average roleplay, but with Among Us map free models. And if you feel like you want to be one of the Among Us characters, guess what? You turn naked. Wonderful. Exactly what I expected. A free model map based on an Among Us. And then I got to become one of the Among Us. It was so nice. To keep your attention span, I'll be going through all of the endings as quickly as possible. Normal ending, he got banned. Wholesome ending, his friend never forgot about him. Unfortunate ending, he and his friend got banned. Video edit, he's in heaven. Also video edit, he's mining a mountain. Roblox supposedly forgiven him. Do not forgive. Never forgive Harry Baker. He did very bad things. Keep in mind, his supposed friend wanted me to make a boxing game, so I made it with actual boxers instead. There's this dead kid, there's a guy who's asking me to fight him, and there's this super happy dude. And after many attempts of trying to parkour up the boxes, I just gave up. This game is like one of the first not terrible ones, and you're going to see what I mean in a second. But to put into perspective how loud the game is, I'm going to turn the volume up. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it back down. After wandering around and looking on all the game passes and badges there were, I decided to become this guy. I looked at other mappers like Gmod and stuff, it was alright. Then I went to this map where there's Saul Goodman, and then you can spawn more Saul Goodmans. That's cool. I decided to look around the lobby a bit more, and then I discovered Yakko. But I don't want to become Yakko, I want to become this random dog. Anyway, I think I've seen enough. Wait! Before we move on to the next game, on one of my other channels, Théostar's Unrelated Effortful Content, I actually made a video on that one, so I'm going to show you it now. basically the same as transform to next bot, so I'm just going to tell you what the differences are. There are new next bots such as Greenland Flag and Cute Bunchy for some reason. There are also a lot less game passes, and Buy is one of them, which goes super fast. Also, there's a reset button that just kills you instantly. And there's also a next bot that doesn't kill anybody. It's just a regular noob next bot that does nothing at all. Useless! Useless! And once you climb the slope, you encounter Sonic! Yay! There's also a UK map, which looks nothing like the UK, but who friggin' cares? It's a free model. There's also another map called Closets, where it's just a big grassy field with closets. Kinda useless, but okay. And the insanely fast Munchie goes, whoa! Oh my god, that's so high! Baller next part. Stop posting about the baller. Also, the game passes can be found, like, on the wall. And yes, there's a maze. That's it. That's the entire game. Upon entering, you are greeted with a lab, where outside of a window is Sonic. You can enter where Sonic is, and then you can get killed by him, if you're not fast enough. There are also game passes such as Super Sonic and Nuke, which I'll show you later. After managing to get to the Super Sonic game pass, I became Super Sonic, and then I dashed for my damn life. I'm a lot faster than him now, so I don't really have to bother about Mr. Ogilvy anymore. There's also this thing that builds walls for you, so if you feel like you're being attacked, you can use this, and oh my god, he jumps over them. Anyway, I got sick of him, so I decided to nuke the place. Here it is, here's the nuke place. I set off a nuke, and then I reset my character to become back to normal. And here's the outcome. This is actually the third best game that's going to be in this video. The Clumsy Ballers is definitely one of my favourite games because it's basically transformed to next bot but with Baller and a lot better. Welcome to Become the Ballers. This game is pretty self-explanatory. You go on the next bot morph and you become a baller. There's also stuff to do like this glass maze where you can't see next bots through it. And this other maze which is just entirely white. Also, because I'm a creator of my own items, there's also maps like this neighborhood and sewer, but I entered the sewer. And I walked around for a bit and stuff. I also animated my own custom E-dancers, so I'm gonna show those now. E-dance 1, E-dance 2, and E-dance 3. There's also a cool parkour thing you can do. And I've given myself admin commands, which is why I'm flying right now. It's going to be very hard to make commentary on this one, so I'm just going to turn my microphone on as I play. So you just kind of have to do running and stuff, and there's obstacle courses. Here's the second stage. I think it's the second stage, I'm not too sure. Okay, there's the second stage. There's 4 checkpoints. This one you have to like... Baller? Stop posting about Baller! Oh no! Also, because in this game there are game passes, I'm going to equip them now. Okay, nope, never mind. I expected the gravity coil to jump higher than that, but turns out I was wrong. Anyway, here's the motorbike. That was in multi-map next bots. And I'm gonna make my way around, Baller this time. Whee! Such a loser. There's also another game pass where you can fly. I'm flying in the sky. But that's cheating, so I'm gonna stop now. And then there's this one, which hurts you when you touch the icicles. I'm so in pain right now. I'm gonna use the motorbike on this part because it doesn't like get... Look, this part is slippery, see? I'm not moving. It slips. Okay, I'm gonna do this part now. Yay! I survived! Whoa! That was not meant to happen. Okay, let me just do this part again with a gravity coil this time. Alright, gotta survive. Immortal. No, come on! No, I'm flying. I'm not redoing that. Oh, there's a map. There's another baller. I didn't even get to checkpoint! You're kidding me. Alright, checkpoint. There we go. Gotta win for the baller. On my motorbike. Driving on my motorbike right after spending Roblox. I hate that meme, but it matches this situation quite well. Come on. Yes! Wait, checkpoint. There we go. Gonna do this part now. Whee! Fire, I guess, hurts you. Who knew? Fire hurts. It also cooks food for people who don't know how to use water to cook food. And you're kidding me! I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. No. Hey, Maxwell. How you doing? The first part, but different, I guess. This is one of the hardest stages of the game. It takes patience, but because of your speed, it's quite hard to do so. I'm gonna use the gravity coil to help. Why am I getting hurt? Bruh. Yay. I'm gonna jump over that. Oh, that's quite skillful, actually. Come on. I'm just gonna... No! There we go. Yep. You see, cheating is the best. More icicles. Whoa! Oh, nice. Oh, red baller. Red baller is fast. Oh boy, this part is hard! Alright, there's 2 different paths I can go. I'm gonna go left. Alright, can't wait to get to the trophy! No! There we go. I remember this part. Yeah, but the rest of the game is pretty self-explanatory. So basically, this part's just like the harder one. I'm gonna take you to the finish line there. And this part is like, when you reach the end, it's just lots of chairs on the platform. Because I wasn't bothered to finish it. Yay! This game is one of the weird ones because it's good, but it's bad at the same time. So I'm going to quickly run you through each map. First one is made by me. It's just like a foggy place with like stuff. Second one is made by Marflow. That is, yeah. Third one is actually made by all of us, but I made like 90% of it because it was meant to be Glassman's, but Glassman was like lazy. So yeah, I ended up making most of it. Ta-da!
Stop! Just stop! Miles away from civilization. You are goofy around.
As of editing this, like 5 days ago, I actually did a big update to this game with new thumbnails and a new badge and new items and stuff and a new game pass, you know what I mean? So it's not going to be bad because I updated it, but it's not the best thing ever because yet again I'm not like the best when it comes to making games. Anyway, upon entering, you are on a desert island. Yay! Also, for some reason I accidentally forgot to remove a Radio 3 model off of Teo, so that sucks. Anyway, there's a Teo ball and there's a Harris ball which costs 30 Robux and a place for chicken nugget dance song for no reason whatsoever. There's also characters you can talk to, and there's Coconut, and under the water is Modern Teo, and you can talk to him, and he asks you if you've asked your crush out yet. Even if you don't have one, he's still gonna say that anyway. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure you know how these become next bot games work now. You may be wondering why I'm going so fast, because I added a game pass which makes you really fast and my character happens to own it. So basically you should know this by now, you go on the pad and it makes you into an next bot, which for some reason is also super fast. There are also game pass next bots like this one and that one. But we can't forget the maps! Yay! First of all, there's Crossroads. This is like the average one now. Next one is this one. It's like 4 corners from Evade. The next one after that is like this maze. The next one is this really long hallway. And then there's the same neighborhood from Become Z Ballers. What a callback! There's this like shop place from Gmod. And also there's a secret thing that if you go to the corner, it takes you to this place with Pomni, and the final map is the back rooms. Classic. But if you go back to the place where Pomni was, you can find this. Wait a sec for you to teleport, and there we go. Knowing that my Roblox games won't ever get like a huge fan base, I decided just to have fun with this one instead of taking it too seriously. Upon joining, you are greeted with this big red place with parkour and all that. You can do some parkour, and you can also just wander around and do other stuff too. Also, the big building in the middle is the main attraction because there's a lot of things you can do. You can climb the tower, and at the top of the tower, you have a lot of things. You have this thing with that you can jump over that spins, and if you touch it, it flings you into the air. Oh no, it just fell off. What am I gonna do? I know what to do. I'm gonna press teleports, and I'm going to go to my desired place. Voila! There's also a gubby, and the gubby asks you how your day has been, and if you say it's good, then he says good to know. There's also game passes like the fusion coil, which I'm using right now. And yes, Teo's parkour, or obby, or whatever it's called, I don't know. And I fell off. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna jump right back to the top and continue, because I'm a cheater. And what am I gonna do? I'm about to beat it, and I just saw I'm flung in the air. Oh, I beat it, yay! And yes, there's the grapple hook too, which does exactly what a grapple hook should do. If it didn't do that, it's probably broken. I also added a bomb that explodes when you use it. I'm gonna use it on this pedestrian right here. What's gonna happen? Boom! And yes, there's the Hydrian Alexa too, which makes you fly. So gracious and wonderful. Not to mention the rocket launcher that shoots rockets, because that's what rocket launchers do. And exploded Gubby, but it didn't work because Gubby's immortal. Also, under the map, there's this thing that shows how long each player's been playing. And Nico has been playing for 3 minutes. Good for him. Guns, just for me. Admin guns that kill very easily. There we go. Subspace trip mines. That, yay. Subbase, we love those. Gonna place it down. Gonna walk into it. Yeah, and that's about it. Many of these games are actually unrated, which means you can't play them. So if you want me to make these games rated, then tell me please. But otherwise, you can clearly see that my games have evolved over the years, and yeah. And the games that are quite good, it would be cool if people could make like videos on them to give them more attention. So please do that. Please make videos on the games I've made. Please, 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 please. No, you're staying right here until you do what I said, please. That'd be nice. Thank you. Love you.